an opportunity to have access to arts, and so I'm really proud and honored to be here to represent SMARTS. So it's the holiday season. I wanted to talk to everybody a little bit about holiday magic. Sometimes we get caught up and everybody goes, oh, the holidays. Oh, it's too much. Oh, too much, I'm so tired. Why can't they be like when we were a kid? So with your indulgence, I'd like to go back and I want to tell you a story about the most magical Christmas that I ever had. And I want us to go back in time. The year was 1971 and I was 5. We're not going to do the math. Okay. But it was 1971 and my parents had just bought an 1860s farmhouse that we moved into on Thanksgiving weekend. Now, I'm not going to tell you that my parents aren't married anymore, but they are, because I think that remodeling this 1860s farmhouse might have done them in. So, they decided they were going to skip Christmas before John Grisham made it a thing. They were skipping Christmas. We, instead of decking the halls with boughs of holly, we had sledgehammers, floor sanders. We were remodeling. We were decking the halls with remodeling. And so we were skipping Christmas. But we're a good Catholic family. So you might skip Christmas. You do not skip Christmas Mass. No way. No way, no how. And you also know, if you're a good Catholic, that on Christmas Eve, you need to get there early. You need to get there super early because you're avoiding the creasters. What are the creasters? They're Christmas and Easter folks. You're avoiding the creasters. So we got to Christmas Mass very early that night because the other thing good Catholics know is that you have a pew. You have a pew and you have your pew. Nobody else sits in your pew. And so you need to get there early to have your pew. And we did. And we got there, and we were there very early, and I had been in kindergarten, so I knew all the words to Christmas carols, every single last one. So, being 5, I didn't realize that as the organist was playing the Christmas songs, that we weren't supposed to sing. I was very proud of myself, very, very proud of myself, because I knew all the words of Silent Night. And I made sure everybody else in church knew the words of Silent Night. In the best 5-year-old voice that I could have. I sang like nobody was listening. And they were, but I did. Silent Night! It was anything but silent. So anyway, we went through Mass, we did Mass, and on the way home, my mom and dad, I didn't get in trouble, but they kind of said, hey Kim, you shouldn't sing. That was supposed to be quiet time. I've never understood the concept of quiet time. Just to let you know, it's not a thing. I don't understand. But my parents tried to gently tell me, quiet time. Okay, whatever, Mom and Dad. I'm looking for Santa. We get home, and remember my parents had skipped Christmas. We walk into our foyer, and there was a tree. It was fully decorated with lights, with ornaments. And at the bottom of the tree was a big sign. And the note said, Dear Kim, David and Doug, my 2 brothers, we wanted to make sure Santa knew where to leave the presents, so we bought this tree while you were at church. Love, Santa's elves. It was magic. It was magic. It was the most magical thing I had ever experienced. And I was very excited, and I never forgot the year the Christmas tree appeared. So, years later, a few years ago, in fact, we're sitting at a family get-together. And my aunt, my dad's younger sister, says, I'll never forget the year that we said, let's go decorate a tree while the kids are at Mass. I said, what? Are you kidding me? You just ruined my childhood magic. You just ruined it. You told us that you are the elf? But the fact is that my aunt, who at the time was maybe 19, 20, and her then boyfriend, now spouse, thought that it was important enough for their little nieces and nephews to have a Christmas tree. And the fact that those college kids had nothing better to do on Christmas Eve than go and decorate a tree and put it up for their children, their little nieces and nephews. That's the real magic. That's the real magic of Christmas, and that mattered. And I want to tell you, I look back on that Christmas as the most magical Christmas, and the second most magical Christmas was finding out the real story behind it, that my aunt did that for me and my brothers. And so I encourage each one of you, as we're sitting here all stressed about the holidays, I encourage every one of you to go out and make magic for somebody. Thank you.